A lot of people ask, why on earth would you start a social enterprise when you're a student? But it's actually a great time to start an initiative because you're surrounded by smart people who could join your team. You can tap into the academic research networks that are around you, and there are tons of business plan competitions that are available only for students. About 2 years ago, I met my co-founder Amit Saraugi, and we teamed up to form what is now Oorja. And Oorja is a for-profit social enterprise that aims to make clean energy access really scalable and accessible so that we can reach some of the most underserved people on Earth. And we're starting with India because India at the moment is at the center of the climate debate. And depending on what kind of options it chooses for meeting its energy needs, it could really tip the balance one way or the other in terms of global climate change. And we're targeting the most underserved BOP communities, partly because there's a huge need there, but also because there is immense potential to displace kerosene and diesel and start impacting the climate. The Gandhi Centre has been one of the best examples of how the different resources available at a university could come together to help young social enterprises. We took part in the GAP competition, whereby we won a place to take part in the Global Action on Poverty Summit. And what that enabled us to do is to take part in 3 days of intensive workshops where we could really refine our idea and start pitching it to potential mentors. And also we got to meet some of the most illustrious social change makers from India. I recently completed my PhD. And we're now growing our team. We just became operational a few months ago and built our first power plant. And where we're aiming to go with this is to deploy several more plants this year and demonstrate the viability of these off-grid energy systems. And then we're hoping to tap into institutional capital and really be able to scale this up so that we can impact millions of people in the next 5 years. For anyone else who wanted to get involved in this social entrepreneurship movement, it's important to first identify what are you really passionate about and how are you equipped to solve that problem, and then understand the problem really deeply by speaking to the people who are themselves affected by it if that's not you. And it's also much easier to do this as a team. So find like-minded people who share your values and with whom you can work together to turn it into a reality. And it's very empowering to know that by leveraging some of the tools and the skills that we all have, we can come together and build initiatives that will really start changing the world bit by bit.